Welcome back. This is part two of the dream analysis and dream dictionary for having better life while you are awake and during your day-to-day life. So these are all of the things that you need to think about and try your best to dream about if you want more travel in your life, if you want to have more plans, if you want more news to come up. This is the section part two that we are discussing now. So if you check my first video, which was about health, you will hear more details as to what this series is and why I'm doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on travel and your plans. So I am sorry in advance for my terrible camera work and the terrible lighting in here. If I had more funding, it would be better. So press more buttons so that way something happens. Anyway, okay, so if you want to travel more or have better plans, we have advertising. Read one with illustrations. You can be an agent, you can see an agent, you can work with an agent, anything agent related. Allergies. You don't have allergies in your dreams. Only other people have allergies. It is someone else's allergies that you are dreaming of. The alphabet. You should write out the alphabet in your dreams if you want to travel, make more plans, or have more news come to you. Anything amethyst whatsoever. You need to be annoyed in your dream, just like everything is so annoying. Oh my God. Anthems need to be tuneful. So any music that you hear in your dreams need to be beautiful music that you really enjoy, is like it's from the heavens. And if it's an anthem, rock on. It needs to be the best anthem you've ever heard. An apparition. So this also means ghosts, spirits, anything like that you can dream of. I recommend that you listen to whatever it is they have to say. Do not run away from them. Do not be afraid of them. But any apparition, spirit, or ghost in your dream that comes up is good. Any apples need to be sweet apples. I did not say you needed to eat them. In this situation, you see them and you just know that they are sweet, but you do nothing with them. Apprentice. If you are an apprentice, you are learning. You need to be a bailiff. Go see a ball game, be in a ball game, anything ball game. Bandages. You wear bandages. Whether or not you are hurt is irrelevant. Just wear bandages. Bees need to be buzzing. A belfry needs to be very, very high. You do not want to see the top of any building. Buildings need to be as high and as tall as you can dream possible. Birth is easy. Blankets are old. Brandy, you only buy brandy. You do nothing else with brandy but buy it. Try to say that like I just said that. Brides need to be at the altar. You don't see brides in any other spot but the altar. Briefcases need to be completely empty. Bugles, you need to hear one. Cargo, loaded on a ship. So this cargo needs to load the ship down to where you think the ship would just sink, but it doesn't somehow. That cargo needs to be full on. A cello. Put new strings on one. You don't hear it, you don't play it, you don't watch somebody else play it. You are putting new strings on a cello. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned yet is you will be doing more work in your dreams, but the theory behind that is the more work you do in the dreams, the less work you will have to do in your waking life. Now, we are at chimney. All chimneys need to be smoking. Chairs are not, choirs are not in a church. So you can see a choir anywhere but a church. Cocks need to be crowing. Coffee needs to be sweet. I did not say drink it. I did not say do anything else with it. You just know that that coffee is sweet. Corks, anything cork related. Dead, so you need to speak to someone who is dead. So again, those spirits, those ghosts, those apparitions, you need to talk to them. Director, get a place on the board. So the director gives you a place on the board. Then we have you discover, be discovered by someone. So you're doing something and someone has discovered you doing it. Donut, any sort of donut. Election, any elections. Explorer, preferably you being the explorer, but any explorer is fine. Your feet need to be itchy. The theory behind this is itchy feet is movement. Then we have flamingo, any flamingo. Fish, you need to catch a fish. Flour, you only cook with it. All food is frozen. Garland, any type of garland. Geography, you need to see a geography lesson. Goblets need to be metal. Can y'all even read that? I sure hope so. Gold either needs to be gold cloth, gold embroidery, or gold trimmings. I did not say metal. I did not say jewelry. I did not say people are made of gold. There's no statues, just cloth, embroidery, or trimmings around something. Gossip is about you, so you can just know and keep in mind people are talking about you, and that will help you with more travel, to make more plans, and to hear good news. Grocery shop or a grocer's shop, you need to see yourself inside of one, preferably buying that food for your health. Go check that video out. Gym needs to be an open air gym. The theory behind that is if you are doing something active outside, then you will actively be doing more things outside. Halo, you need to wear one yourself. You need to be an angel in your dream. Nice pretty little halo over your head. Heart, the only time you see your heart, somebody else's heart, any hearts, is if they're being transplanted. Hens need to be white. Horoscopes, you need to read your horoscopes, people, all the live long day. Even in reality, read your horoscopes and go check out my astrology predictions playlist while we're here. Then insanity, you need to be insane in your dream. You need to be a nightmare. You need to not have nothing together, nowhere. Go, 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 go. Like, you need to be that in your dreams. Interview a celebrity. Any kangaroos here? Kick a ball. So balls just randomly come up to you and you kick them. Knapsacks need to be full, and most of your bags, luggage, most of the time, they're going to be very full unless I specifically tell you otherwise. Mass, so this religious meeting needs to be held outside. They are not inside for this. If you see a mass, it needs to be outside only. Massage, give someone a massage in your dreams. Again, the more you work in your dreams, the less you will work in reality. News, the worse news you get, the better news you will get in reality. And again, this is self-describing. News is for news. But my caveat to this is because this is a negative, you would want this in a nightmare dream. And if you check my first video, I will remind you, I don't really want you having nightmares, but if you do have a nightmare, you need to specifically have it to where you get some of the worst news imaginable. Because it'll bode better for you in your actual life, because the universe will be like, no, we have to make up for it. They had such a terrible nightmare. Yeah. Noodles, anything noodle, everything noodle. Obituaries everywhere. Ocean needs to be very stormy, dark, crazy looking. Again, this is a nightmare dream. I don't want you having those, but if you insist on the universe making things up for you faster, it needs to be a terrible storm on the ocean. We have a pen. Your pens are going to be made of gold. This is the only exception for this section. Now, a review. This is a naval review. So if you are in the Navy, especially, you need to dream about being reviewed. Otherwise, you can review the Navy, or you can dream that you're in the Navy being reviewed. Rice. You only throw rice at a wedding. You can sail across the sea, and the sail can be any color but white. So you are sailing in a boat across the sea, and your sails are black or red or green, but no white sails on this sailboat or this ship. They are all any other color but white. And I will say in other videos that white is a wonderful, magical color that you need to have in all of your dreams. This is the exception. Scallops all need to be raw. I'm sorry for this camera work. Shoes, shine your shoes in your dream, because then you will have movement. That is the theory behind the shoes and the feet and stuff, is movement. Spiders, you kill all those spiders. This again is going to be nightmare territory dream, because anytime I tell you to kill an animal or kill an insect, it needs to be brutal, disgusting, disturbing, and horrific. Tarts are full of cream, and the theory behind that is tarts are usually seen as an international type of delicacy, so you will more likely travel internationally. Any van. Watermelon. You only eat watermelon. You don't see it, you don't grow it, you don't nothing. You only eat watermelon. You go to someone else's wedding. You are never at your own wedding. You always go to someone else's wedding. You can see the world, especially from above or in a map, anything like that. So anything world related. And X-ray, see yourself being X-rayed. Now, I know I have other notes underneath this, as that's for another section. The next section that we are going to address is luck. And I believe that I am going to see some contradictions in that section that I will point out. If it's not that section, it's another section. But again, thank you so much for watching, and please press all the buttons, and peace out, fam. Much love. I will see you in the next video.